Hi my yogi friends, we'll begin today's practice from a standing position. So you can open your feet about hip distance apart, rooting your feet into the mat. You can close your eyes for a moment, relaxing your shoulders, your arms, relaxing your neck, your jaw. If you wish, you can bring your palms towards your heart center. Take a moment to set the intention for your practice. Begin observing your inhales and exhales. Observe your chest rise as you inhale and gently drop as you exhale. Let your belly expand as you inhale and contract as you exhale. Begin letting go anything that doesn't serve you. Letting go any stress, any tension, letting go any thoughts. Put them all outside of your mat. Build an imaginary wall around yourself. And dedicate this time just for yourself. When you're ready, open your eyes, relax your arms down and begin moving your torso from side to side, swinging your arms. And keep breathing. Just keep focusing on each and every move, each and every inhale and exhale. And now, bring your palms towards the hips and begin moving the hips. Gently bend the knees, warming up your hip joints. If you need to, open your legs wider. And now change the direction. So move the hips left, back, right and forward, left, back, right and forward. And keep breathing and observe the sensations. Bring your feet together, bend the knees, and now begin moving the knees in big circles. Left, forward, right and back. Left, forward, right and back. Change the direction. Begin with right, forward, left and back. Right, forward, left and back. And now open your legs about hip distance apart, and now bring your knees together, send them forward, side and back. And now change the direction forward, close the knees, send the knees back, extending the legs, and just make big circles. Breathe here. Slowly rise up. Now lift your arms, bending the elbows. Now just move the forearms in circular motion. Warming up your elbows. And now change the direction. Bringing the fluids in towards the joints. And now move your whole arms forward. Warming up your shoulders and back. Waking up your muscles. So this practice could be good for the morning. Breathe here. And now lift your arms up. And exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And now add a little lift to your tippy toes, lifting the heels up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now bring your palms together, interlace the fingers, press the palms away from you. Inhale, lift the arms up, and now open the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades. You can find a back bend by sending the chest forward, arching your back. And exhale, start bending the knees, rounding the back, tuck the chin, press the palms away from you. Inhale, find the arch in the back, and exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. And inhale, return to neutral and release your arms. Now cross your left leg over the right. Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale, start leaning your torso to the left side. Keep your chest open. Observe the sensations on the right side of the body. Inhale, rise up, uncross the legs. And now cross your right leg over the left. Keep your left knee extended. Inhale, elongate the spine, keep your shoulders down, and exhale, reach the torso to the right, send the gaze up. Observe the sensations on the right side on the left side of the torso. Inhale, rise up, uncross the legs. Exhale, release your arms down. Now step to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, start folding forward from your hip creases, keeping your back flat. You can bend the knees, reaching the palms down to the floor, the ankles, the shins. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, step or jump your feet back into plank and lower down to your knees, chest, and chin if you're a beginner. And then upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Tuck the chin, send the tailbone up. Bend your knees one at a time, warming up your legs. Waking up your back body, move the hips from side to side. Inhale, send the gaze forward, and exhale, step walk or jump your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, fold forward, breathe through the nose. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Inhale, rise up slowly, lifting your arms up. You can add a gentle back bend here. And exhale, release your arms down. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhaling, lifting the chest halfway up. And exhale, you can step, walk, or jump your feet back into plank and drop down to your knees, chest, and chin, or bend the elbows 90 degrees, Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, upward facing dog, and curl the toes. And exhale, curl the toes, lift your hips back up, downward facing dog.
Press your whole palms into the mat. Press the floor away from you. Tuck the chin. Send the tailbone up. Inhale and exhale any tension, any stress. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, send the gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step walk or jump to the front of the mat. Inhaling, lifting the chest halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, lift the arms up, finding your back bend. And exhale, release your arms down. Breathe here. Observe the sensations, observe the muscles waking up. Inhale, lift the arms up, breathe through the nose. Back bend. And exhale, fold forward. Inhaling halfway up. And exhaling, jumping back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Breathe here, press the floor away from you, tuck the chin, sink the chest towards the floor, activate your quadriceps. Send the tailbone up. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Push the heel to the back of the room. Keep your hips squared. Push, push, push. Lift your leg higher. Even a little bit higher. And now open the hip, bend the knee. You can move the knee in circular motion. Change the direction. Warming up your hip joint. And now, if you wish, you can slowly descend your foot down to the floor, rotating your chest up towards the ceiling, finding your wild thing pose, finding your back bend. Inhale and exhale, return back, downward facing dog. Exhale, lower your leg down. Inhale, lift your left leg up, keep your right leg extended, reaching the heel down to the floor. Keeping your hips squared, push the left heel to the back of the room. Lift your left leg higher. Inhale, lift it higher. Now open the hip and bend the knee, and now move the knee in circular motion, big, big circles. Draw the circles with the knee, and now change the direction. Keep reaching your right heel towards the floor. Now keep lifting your knee up towards the ceiling, and if you wish, descend your foot down to the floor, rotating your chest up towards the ceiling, finding your back bend. Breathe here, open the heart. Inhale and exhale, slowly rotate back, downward facing dog, lowering your left leg down to the floor. Now from your downward dog, skipping your chaturanga, just dive in towards the upward dog. So you're slowly moving the chest towards the front, bending the elbows, and now diving upward dog. You don't have to uncurl the toes, activate the core, bend the elbows, and now slide back, downward dog. Inhale, dive in, upward dog. Activate the core, bend the elbows, downward dog. One more time. I know it's hard, but it's really good to strengthen your upper body. Inhale, dive in, upward dog. And exhale, activate the core, bend the elbows, push yourself back, downward dog. Breathe here. Inhale, lift your right leg up, step it to the front of the mat. Drop your back heel down and lift the torso up. Finding your warrior one. Bend the front knee. Keep your hips in neutral position. Send your shoulder blades down. You can interlace the fingers, lift through the heart, and maybe lean back. Make sure you're not compressing your lower back. Reach the heart up towards the ceiling. Inhale, return to neutral. Release the lock on your arms. And now twist your torso to the right side of the room. Keep your back heel on the mat. And now find your back bend. Slide your right palm down your left thigh. Inhale and lift your left arm up, leaning back. Keep your back leg straight, front knee bent. Breathe here. Inhale, activate the core, slowly return back, returning the chest to the front. Lift your back, heel up, lean forward, bringing the weight towards the front leg, lift your left leg up, transition into your warrior three. Energize your left leg, push the heel to the back of the room. Your left leg is strong like a tree. And now see if you can add a little pulses here. 2, 3, reach your palms forward. 4, breathe. 5, activate the core. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale and exhale, fold forward, lift your left leg up, up, up towards the ceiling. Stretching your right hamstring. And exhale, lower your left leg down to the floor. Inhale, lift through the heart, finding your lunge. And find the twist to the right side, pressing your left palm into the mat. Breathe here. Now rotate your right toes to the right side of the room and drop your left heel towards the left side. So you're finding your modified side plank, and as you sink the hips lower, you will feel a nice stretch on the outside of your right hip and maybe your IT band. Stack your shoulders, open the heart. Breathe. Now, try to step your right foot towards the left, staking your feet, finding your side plank. If you need to drop your left knee down, please do so. Take the variation that works for you today. Especially if you're practicing in the morning, you may feel a little weak and wobbly. Inhale and exhale, lower your right palm down to the floor, transition into your plank. Send your heels forward, bend the elbows 90 degrees. Inhale, lift through the heart. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Send the tailbone up, tuck the chin. Breathe here, observe the sensations. Now let's add 3 more dives into our upward facing dog. So you begin by bending your elbows and lowering the chest down to the floor, and then sending your chest forward, lifting through the heart. And exhale, activate the core, bend the elbows, lower the chest down and push yourself back. Downward dog. Inhale forward. 2. And exhale. Push back. Downward dog. One more time. Inhale. Forward. And exhale, activate the core. Push yourself back. Downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend the knee and step it to the front of the mat. Drop your back, heel down, rising up. Warrior one, lift through the heart. Keep your back leg straight. Press through the outer edge of your back foot into the mat. And try to align your chest to gaze to the front of the room, shoulders over the hips.
very often I see people do this. They move the hips to the side. It's because of the hips are being too tight and the back is not too flexible. So do your best to align the shoulders over the hips. Breathe here. You can interlace the fingers, lift through the heart, send your shoulder blades back and down. And maybe add a little back bend. Keep your front knee bent. Root your feet into the mat. Inhale, activate the core. Return back to neutral. Release the lock on your palms. Extend your arms to the side and find the twist to the left side. If this is enough, just stay here. If you wish, find your back bend. Flip your right palm up. Inhale, lean slightly forward, and exhale. Find your back bend. Slide in your left palm down your right thigh. Breathe here. If you can, gaze towards the ceiling. Bend the front knee. Keep your back leg straight. Reach your right palm back. Inhale, return back to your twisted warrior. And exhale, return to neutral. Now, find your balance and lift your right heel off the mat. Be careful with your ankle. And now leaning forward, bring the weight towards the left foot and start rising your right leg up, pushing your right heel to the back of the room, squaring the hip. So for men, it's normally easier to keep the hips squared because they're not so open. Women tend to do this. So make sure the knee is gazing down towards the floor. Send your shoulder blades back. And now if you can, add 10 pulses here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, exhale, fold forward and start reaching your right leg up, up, up towards the seating point, the toes, stretching your left hamstring. Inhale slowly, lower your right foot down to the floor, bring your right palm to the mat and find the twist to the left side. So square the hips, try not to move the hips and find the twist in your back. Reach your left palm up. Send your right heel to the back of the room. Now rotate your left toes towards the left side of the room and drop your right heel down towards the right side of the room. You will feel a nice stretch here in the outer left hip, your IT band. Stack your shoulder blades and maybe sink the hips lower. You will feel a deeper stretch. Now when you're ready, activate the core. Make sure you don't have too much pressure on your right wrist. And now step your left foot on top of the right for your side plank. Modify if you need to. Inhale and exhale, lower your left palm down to the floor. Send the heels forward, gaze to the front. Bend the elbows, keep the elbows in towards the ribs. Inhale, extend your spine, lift through the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here, observing the sensations. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose, constricting the throat, tucking the chin. Elongating your inhales and exhales. Inhale and exhale.
Inhale, lift your right leg up. Step it to the front of the mat, drop your back heel down. Rising up to your warrior two, bend the front knee, extend your back leg. Turn the chest to the left and gaze to the front. Relax your shoulders. Try to align your shoulders over the hips. Align the front knee over the heel. Flip your front palm up. Inhale, lean the torso slightly forward and start reversing the warrior. Exhale, lean back. Extend your right side. And now return back, warrior two. Lower your right palm to the outside of the right foot. Press the shoulder into the knee into the shoulder. Stack your left shoulder on top of the right. Lift your left arm up. Send it forward. Gaze towards your top palm. Keep your back leg straight. Breathe in here. Now reach your left palm up, press your right palm into the mat, find your balance, and now try to step your right foot towards the left, finding your side plank. You can stack your feet if you wish. Lift your top leg up. Maybe you can reach for your left big toe and extend your left leg. Inhale and exhale, bend the knee and reach your left foot to the front of the mat. Lift through the heart. Keep your back knee lifted for now and bring your left palm to the inner side of the left foot. Transition into your lizard. Maybe you can lower down to your elbows. If you can, keep your back knee lifted. Energize your right thigh. Push the heel back. Gaze forward. And now if you wish, lower your right knee down to the floor, relax here. And from here, if you can, keep your right elbow on the mat and find the twist to the left, trying to stack your shoulders, extending your left arm up. If you need to, lift your elbow. Breathe here. And now, being careful with your right knee, bend the knee and reach for the foot, stretching your quadriceps. Breathe and observe the sensations. Twisting, opening the chest towards the left. Inhale and exhale, gently let go of the foot. Return your elbow to the inner side of the left foot. Stay here for a little bit. Extend your arms. Frame your front foot. And now push the hips back. Extend your left leg, flex the foot, lift through the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Feel a nice stretch at the back of your left leg. Inhale, bend the front knee, lift through the heart. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Now, as you inhale, walk your front foot forward, trying for a split, but try not to force too much. We'll return to it one more time. Just see where you are with your hamstring and hip flexor flexibility. Slowly walk your feet away If you wish to just hang here on your palms, please do so. If you can sink a little lower, just breathe. If you can go all the way down, you're welcome to do it. And now, curl your back toes and slide your left foot back. Inhale and exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Breathe here. Now let's add 3 more dives. Upward dog, back to Chaturanga. So if you feel more comfortable opening your palms a little wider, please do so. So lift the heels. So start bending the elbows, reaching your forehead down to the floor, and then start sending the forehead forward. Upward facing dog. Activate the core. Now start bending the elbows and slide back, downward dog. Make sure to breathe. Try not to rush. Inhale forward. Trying to go as low as you can. Exhale. Back, downward dog. One more time. Inhale forward. Upward dog. Exhale. Back, downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up and step it to the front of the mat. Drop your back heel down. Rise up, warrior 2. Bend the front knee. Extend the arms. Relax your shoulders down. Gaze to the front. Keep your front knee bent. Energize your thighs. Root the feet into the mat. So find your balance. Build your asanas from the ground and up. So you root the feet. Find your alignment for the knees, for the legs, for your hips, your shoulders, and then do whatever is needed with the arms. Gaze to the front. Inhale, flip your front palm up and start reversing the warrior. Trying to elongate both sides of the torso. Breathe. Inhale, return back, warrior 2. And exhale, bring your left palm to the outside of your left foot. Finding your extended side angle stretch. So send your right palm to the front. Press your left shoulder into the knee, knee into the shoulder. Now return your right arm up towards the ceiling. Press your left palm into the mat, activate the core, and now transition your left foot towards the back of the mat, finding your side plank. If you wish, you can stack your feet one on top of the other. Maybe lift your top leg up, and maybe bend the knee, reach for your toes, grab the big toe, and extend the leg, reach the heel up. Inhale, bend the knee and step it to the front of the mat. Keep your back knee lifted, just sink the hips, stay in your low lunge. Send the heel to the back of the room. You can even move forward and back. Observe the sensations at the front of your hip. And now bring your right palm to the inner side of the right foot and lower your elbows down to the floor if you can, and keep your back knee lifted for now. Push your left heel to the back of the room. Should feel a nice activation in your left quadricep. Breathe. Inhale and exhale, lower your left knee down to the floor. Now, if you can, keep your left elbow on the mat and find the twist to the right. Extend your right arm up, trying to stack your shoulders. Make sure the front knee doesn't go over the toes. And if you're ready, bend your left knee. Be careful with the knee joint and reach for the foot. So if you were able to twist with your elbow on the mat, but you're not able to grab the foot, then lift the elbow, grab the foot, get comfortable here, and then maybe lower your elbow back down. So take it step by step. Try not to force and not to rush. And at the same time, try not to skip all the challenges. Challenge yourself a little bit. Inhale and exhale, gently let go of the hold. Extend your arms, frame the front foot, push the hips back gently. Extending your right leg, flex the foot, elongate the spine as you inhale, and exhale, lower over your front thigh. Breathe here, observe the sensations at the back of your right leg. Push the hips back, send your tailbone back. Breathe through the stretch, through the tight areas in your leg. Now inhale, bend the front knee, lift through the heart. And exhale, push the hips back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Inhale, and now see if you can walk your right foot to the front, checking out how you feel in your split on the right side. You can hang here on your palms and just feel a nice stretch in your legs. If you're ready, sink a little deeper. Maybe you can go all the way down. When you're ready, press the palms into the mat, curl your left toes, lift the hips, and slide your right foot to the back of the mat, finding yourself finding yourself plank. Send the heels forward, bend the elbows 90 degrees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Trying to slow down your breathing, observing the sensations. And now when you're ready, let's do 3 dives into upward dog and back to downward dog. I know it's hard. I know you are tired. I'm tired, but let's do our best. We can do it. Inhale, start bending the elbows, lowering the face, and then your chest down to the floor. Slide forward, upward dog. Exhale, start lowering the chest down and press yourself back up, downward dog. Inhale, forward. Upward dog, exhale. Downward dog. One more time, dive in. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Step it to the front of the mat. Drop your back heel down. Warrior 2. Now inhale, extend your front leg. Send the hips to the right side of the mat and then roll them back. Keep your arms extended, lean forward, lean, 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 and exhale, lower down for your triangle. Stack the shoulders, reach your left arm up, gaze towards the top palm. Use the block if you need to. Now send your left arm forward. Maybe you can lower a little bit down towards the floor. Inhale and exhale. Rotate the chest towards your thigh. Breathe here. Observe the sensations on your right leg. Now lift the chest halfway up. Step your back foot slightly forward, heel to heel alignment. Square the hips. Send your right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale and exhale, lower down, reaching the chest towards your right thigh. Walk your palms towards the back foot, rotating the fingers towards the back of the room. If you wish, move your back foot slightly forward and try to grab your left ankle. Breathe here. Send your right hip back. Inhale and exhale, let go. Keep your palms on the mat, fingers are pointed towards the back of the room. And now, try to lift your left foot off the mat, bend the knee, and reach the heel towards the glutes. Inhale and exhale, return your leg back down, bend the front knee, lift through the heart, and transition warrior one. Square the hips, push your left heel to the back of the room. Now add 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now lower the palms down to the floor and find your reversed half moon pose. So keep your left leg lifted parallel to the mat. Keep your left fingertips on the mat or the block and start turning the chest to the right, trying to stack the shoulders and reach your right arm up. Breathe here. Observe the sensations on the right hip, maybe your IT band. Elongate the spine. Inhale and exhale, lower your right palm down to the floor and find extended side angle stretch. Lift your left leg up, 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 up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, lower your left leg down to the floor. Drop your left knee down, lift through the heart and sink the hips low. Finding your low lunge, stretch the front of your left hip. If you wish, you can lift your arms and find your back bend, or you can bring the palms towards the lower back and find your back bend this way. Just keep sinking the hips towards the floor, root the feet into the mat. Activate your pelvic floor muscles. Inhale, activate the core, slowly return to neutral. Bring the palms to the floor, push the hips back, extend your front leg. Observe the difference in the way these moves feel right now. Maybe your leg feels a little bit more open. Inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, push back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push. Inhale, bend the knee, and now move your right leg forward and find your front split. Take your time, breathe. Lift through the heart. If you wish, you can fold forward over your front thigh. Inhale, lift the torso up slowly. Now lean to the right side. Just getting out of your split. Bend the right knee and reach the foot to the left side of the room. Now square the hips. You can lift the hips for now and lower the hips down, lowering for your pigeon. So after the warrior 3 pulses, it would be good to stretch our glutes. Lower the elbows down to the floor if you can. If this is enough, enjoy a stretch here. If you wish, fold forward. When you're ready, inhale, extend your torso. Press the palms into the mat, curl your left toes, lift the hips and step your right foot back into plank. You can bend the knees here, walking your legs in your plank. Now send the heels forward, bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Observe the difference in the way your right and left side feels. And add, if you wish, stay in your downward dog or add 3 dives, upward dog, and back to downward dog. If you wish, you can also modify it to your Chaturanga, upward dog, Chaturanga, back to downward dog. So we are skipping Chaturangas, but if you wish, you can add them. It's a little bit different sensations. Inhale, slide forward, dive in, upward facing dog. Exhale, push the hips back, downward dog. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, upward dog. Last one, downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up, step it to the front of the mat, drop your back heel down, warrior 2. Gaze to the front. When you're ready, extend your front leg, move the hips in a circular, half circular motion, send them left and back, right. Inhaling the torso forward and exhale, stack the shoulders, triangle. Breathe here, root the feet into the mat. If you wish, you can try sending your right palm to the front of the room and maybe bringing your whole palm to the floor. Inhale and exhale, rotate the chest towards the mat, bringing your right palm to the mat, sinking a little deeper, feeling a nice stretch at the back of your left leg. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale, step your back foot slightly forward, heel to heel alignment, and very important to square the hips. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, exhale, fold forward. Observe the difference in the way it feels compared to the previous variation. Walk your palms towards the back, rotating the fingertips towards the back of the mat. Breathe here. Straightening your front leg, straightening your back leg. Breathe. Send your right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and maybe move your back foot slightly forward, just forward enough to be able to grab your right ankle. Breathe here. Rooting the feet. Inhale, let go of the hold. Keep your palms on the mat, rotating the fingertips towards the back of the room. Root your left foot into the mat, square the hips, and now try to reach your right heel towards your right glute. Inhale and exhale, lower your right leg down to the floor. Lift through the heart, bring the weight towards the left leg and transition to your warrior 3. Send your right heel to the back of the room and add 10 pulses. 1, activate the core. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, exhale, lower your palms down to the floor. Keep your right leg lifted. Pressing your right fingertips to the mat. Start turning the chest to the left and trying to stack your shoulders, reach your left arm up. Keep your spine long, neck long. Reach the crown of the head to the front. Inhale and exhale, lower your left palm down and lift your right leg up. Inhale and exhale, lower your right leg down to the floor, finding your low lunge. Lifting through the heart. And if you wish, extend your arms, finding your back bend, or bring the palms towards the lower back, but just make sure to sink the hips as low as you can, stretching your right hip flexor. Lift through the heart and lean back. Activate the core. Inhale, slowly rise up. Bring your palms to the floor and push the hips back, extending your left leg and lowering the chest down. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, bend the knee, lift through the heart. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, bend the knee. And exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, bend the knee and start walking your foot to the front. Finding your front split. Try not to rush. Just observe if it's a little bit more accessible after a little more stretches for your legs. If you're ready, sink all the way down to the floor, trying to keep your hips squared. If you can, lower your chest over your thigh. Inhale, lift the torso up, and now just slightly roll to the left, getting out of the pose. Bend the left knee, send the foot to the right side of the mat, and now square the hips. Bring the palms to the mat, lift the hips, and lower the hips down to the floor. If you need to put the block under your left glute, inhale and exhale, start folding forward, stretching your left glute. Lower the chest down to the floor. Inhale, lift the torso up.
Press the palms into the mat, curl your right toes, lift the hips, step your left foot back into plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Observe how downward dog is feeling now. Maybe your heels a little closer, maybe you feel more comfortable with your legs. Inhale and exhale, lower the knees down and push the hips back. Find your child's pose. Breathe here, relax, let go. When you're ready, inhale, lift the torso up, finding yourself sitting on your knees. Slide your hips down to the left side and step your right foot over your left thigh. Open your left foot a little more and bring your right sit bone to the mat. Inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale, find the twist to the right. Either bring the elbow to the outside of your thigh or squeeze the thigh into the chest. Right palm on the floor, reach the crown of the head up. Inhale and exhale, gently release and the twist. And now bring your right foot back, returning to your knees. Drop your hips to the right side. Step your left foot to the outer edge of your right thigh and bring your left sit bone to the mat. Inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale, find your twist. Either bring the knee towards the chest, elbow to outside, or you can find the bind. Take the variation that works for you today. If you're a pregnant yogi, don't squeeze your belly. Inhale, reach the crown of the head up. Exhale, twist. You would want to have your foot on the mat, but because I can't squeeze the belly, I'm doing my variation. So if you're okay, try to bring your foot, keep your foot on the mat. Inhale and exhale, gently release the twist. Return back to neutral. Now, uncross your legs and transition to your Baddha Konasana. Open your knees wide, open your feet like a book. Inhale, lift through the heart. If you wish, you can just take a moment here to move your neck in a circular motion. Letting go any tension, relaxing your muscles. When you're ready, inhale, lift through the heart, exhale, start bending the elbows, reaching your belly button towards the feet. Trying to keep your back flat. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, let go of the hold. Now, send your right foot forward, finding half diamond shape with your right leg, and send your left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, lift through the heart, and exhale, start leaning forward, grabbing your right foot. You can thread your arm under, and now start reaching your nose towards the foot. Observe the sensations on your inner thigh and your outer hip. Maybe your IT band, maybe you will feel something in your lower back. Just breathe through those areas. Relaxing your knee, reaching the knee towards the floor. Inhale, lift the chest up, release your arms and return back
to seated. And now change sides. So bring your left foot forward, half diamond shape, and send your right foot back, opening your inner thighs. You may notice that your left knee is a little higher than the right, and that's fine. Inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, walk your palms forward, reaching for the foot. You can thread your left arm under, grab the foot, and use some bicep strength to reach your nose towards the foot and try to observe your sensations. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, return back to seated. Bring your right foot to the front and just move the knees from side to side. Slightly lean back. Extend your arms. Activate the core. Activate your psoas muscles, your hip flexors. Lift the feet off the mat. Maybe you can have one foot on the mat and then extend the other and then switch. You can lift both feet, keeping your knees bent. Squeeze your inner thighs together, squeeze your feet together. It's gonna help you. And now start extending your legs. Try to lift through the heart. Inhale and exhale, slowly roll down one vertebra by vertebra at a time. Bring your knees together, move from side to side. Keep the soles of the feet together and reach for your feet and start opening your knees wide and reaching your feet towards the chest. Observing the sensations on your inner thighs, maybe outer hips. Observe the difference in the way and right side. I feel a lot on my left side, but not much on the right. Trying to keep your shoulders on the mat. Inhale and exhale, gently let go. Lift your right leg and start reaching your leg towards the chest. Keep your hips on the mat. Lower your right leg down, extend your left leg, bring the palms towards your calf muscle and try to reach the leg towards the chest. If you're not able to grab the leg, use your belt. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale, gently release. And now send your knees to the right side, extend your arms to the side, send your gaze to the left. Release any tension in your back. Inhale, return your knees back to center, and exhale, turn the knees to the left, gaze to the right. Trying to keep your right shoulder on the mat. Maybe you can bring your palm towards the right knee and just help yourself to find a deeper twist. Inhale, return your knees back to center, rock from side to side. If you have more time, you can do your favorite poses or finish the sequence the way you like. If you're ready for Shavasana, extend your legs, mat width or wider apart. Extend your arms, palms facing up. Breathe in here. Letting go, bringing down your natural breathing. Surrendering.
Aligning your forehead with your chin. Relaxing your shoulders. Melt your shoulders, your back, your hips, your legs into the mat. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you wish. If you're ready to finish your practice, begin moving your fingers, your toes. Bring your knees to the chest and roll to your right side. And gently transition into your seated position. Staying connected to your practice, observing the sensations, observing the differences in the way your body feels, your mind, your heart. Think about your intention and try to stay focused on your intention long after the practice is finished, in your day-to-day activities, in your daily routine, in your interactions with other people. Thank you for joining me for this practice. Let me know how you feel in your comments below. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to see all the updates about my new videos. Press the like button, make sure to share, and I really ask you to write a little comment. It's really important to me to see your feedback. Even if you don't have much to say, just a thank you, it means a lot to me. It means you are watching, you are practicing. It inspires me to do more. Thank you again. Namaste.